Well, Aaron Toe, off to Brisbane this weekend. Get to put your bantamweight championship on the line, XFC 58. I understand you're quite familiar with Paul Loga. Can you tell me a little bit about your relationship with him?
Yeah. Me and Paulie, we've known each other for most of my MMA career, pretty much all of mine. And when he was kind of first kicking off, trained together through Infinity Martial Arts. He was at SASM down in South Brisbane there. And yeah, we cross-trained, and because it's a franchise group, Infinity Martial Arts, we cross-trained with each other quite a bit. And yeah, got to know Paulie. He's a good bloke. And yeah, bit of an odd one for me. I wouldn't usually fight my friends, but when you get to the top of the food chain, you kind of have no choice, eh?
Yeah, do you prepare sort of any differently? Do you have to sort of bring in any sort of mental preparation to, go into a fight against someone that you're quite friendly with?
Yeah, I guess it's just the idea that he wants to hurt you too. It's still a dangerous person. It's all those things kind of dissipate as soon as there's a threat involved. You know what I mean? We can be gentlemen when there's time to be gentlemen, and when there's time not to be, then hey, that's what I'll be.
You mentioned that for yourself as a fighter, when does that switch happen on fight night?
On fight night, I don't know. I guess it's kind of already happened. Fight week mentality. I'm not a very nice person to be around at all. But what are you laughing at?
You're fucking terrible.
You want your dog? Yeah. Yeah. So I guess fight night it kind of happens late stage of the night. I'm a pretty heavy person most of the fight day. I guess I kind of have a nap before I start warming up. And when I wake up from that nap, I'm just a person there to do a job. I'm nothing else. And yeah, the waito and the spirit of my ancestors kind of just flows through me really strong because I know that's the time that my bloodline either lives on or it doesn't. So yeah.
You have to be looking forward to getting back over the Tasman and fighting in Australia after a few years away.
Yeah, bro, it's going to be cool going back to Brisbane. XFC 58, Mansfield Tavern. So Mansfield Tavern, I've fought in a few times. It's pretty cool place to fight. Everyone's pretty much on top of the action, and when it goes down, you feel the place rumbling. Got heaps of family and friends back in Brizzy, and yeah, I'm just excited to go somewhere other than Dunedin. Nah, jokes. I love Dunedin. But yeah, just to swim in a new pool and fight some higher quality talent and put myself in the picture to get the big call. So if you don't fight the best, you're not going to get there without obviously this opportunity from XFC and Paulie and that giving me this chance to prove that I am the best that the Anzacs have to put forward. How much happier could I be?
Yeah, I guess just on that, like how important is it for you? You've already proven yourself to be the best in New Zealand in your weight class, like being able to finally actually get over across the ditch and prove yourself over there for yourself. How important is it in terms of like trying to put yourself in the picture for something bigger down the track?
Yeah, it's just the road I'm following. You tick all the boxes in your own backyard first, of course. I've got those out the way. I'm going back to my old stopping ground. I got to tick those boxes. Once they're done, the pool just gets bigger. Get to swim in deeper waters, and I'm more than happy to travel overseas or take an opportunity if the UFC comes to Australia next year. Find it up.
When this fight came around, did they come to you and say, just give you bantamweight straight away? I know you fought upper weight class last time out. Did they sort of mention that as a potential pathway for you?
I don't really have much to do with the fight picking and stuff like that. I just let Dan and the team manage me with that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's whatever Dan sees fit and what he thinks is the next best move for my career. And obviously, I wouldn't have chosen this fight if I was offered it. But Dan, being the man that he is, said, yeah, go bash your friend up so we can get ourselves a bigger opportunity. Well, man says yes, you can't deny him, eh?
That's a classic Dan Hooker mentality. It doesn't matter whose name's on it. Just sign on, and away you go.
Hey, what friends? What do you need friends for?
Fair enough, man. And we were mentioning off camera, but I will bring this up because so many people have noticed this online over the past year or so. MMA interviews in cars. Can you just explain why we're seeing so many fighters do interviews in cars these days?
I guess it's just because we're always on the go. The only time I am stationary, mostly, is when I'm training. So you're not going to be able to have a good conversation with me. Well, Dan Hooker's trying to punch me in the head. So, the car is a safe zone for me. I guess for other people as well. It's just we're busy people, but we're always on the run. Always got things to do. And, it's just that championship mentality. That champ mentality is like you just get things done, and whatever capacity it has to be done in, you make it happen in that way. So yeah, that's just like this fight. I'd rather not fight my friend, but that's just the situation that I've been put in, and I'm just going to get the job done.
Does it give you any advantages fighting your friend, knowing sort of what he's going to bring?
I don't think so. I think we've been too far removed from each other for too long to have any good reads on the situation and how it could play out. Obviously, we know core aspects of each other, but yeah, I'm definitely, if he's trying to fight the man that I once was, he's going to be fighting a ghost, There's no one there. The hits that he maybe thinks he can take and the shots he thinks he can land, that person isn't there anymore. He's 100 reps, 100 million reps ahead. So I wouldn't take it as an advantage. I wouldn't take it as a disadvantage. You can't read the same book with the same perspective 10 years later, you know what I mean?
That's a really good way to put it. Sweet, man. And I guess there's only a couple of days now. What's the rest of the week look like for you? I assume you head off to Brisbane pretty soon.
Yeah. Fly out on Thursday. Weights, magic. Good old fight dietitian. Never fails me. He's a magician, that guy. And yeah, everything else is kind of flowing. I'm just working, doing the same thing that I do every day of the week. Hang out with the kids, have some fun with them before I head off. And I'm pretty blessed, bro, to live the life I live. I am living like a professional now. I can train most of the day and then spend the rest of the time with my family and getting things done that I need to do. So yeah, just business as usual, brother. And it's just like turning up to Spider on Saturday night. It probably isn't as bad fighting Paulie as it is fighting 5 dudes from CKB that want to punch your head in. But I'm excited to just prove that I'm the best there is. And if you have any doubts, jump in there and prove me wrong.
So, man, just lastly, you mentioned you're being able to live as a professional now. How big a change has that been, and how big a decision was it for you to, I guess, put all your focus into this now?
Yeah, it's just an investment, bro. If you don't invest in yourself, why would other people? You know what I mean? And obviously, the extra training per day, every day, teaching, PTing, and all that kind of stuff. The layers of learning that I can do, and the effectiveness that I can make it because I learn it so close together, and I'm doing it so often. It's like I'm in a hyperbolic time chamber, Same thing I was talking about with COVID. It's like the amount of time that I spend a day doing the same thing, practicing, is going to determine how quickly we both evolve. And if you're spending 1-2 hours a day, you'll never catch me. Doesn't matter if I get injured for 6 months, you won't catch me. There's no way. I'm doing 6-7 hours a day, strength and conditioning, fitness, like 4 different classes. I'm teaching as well on top of that. Like, I've evolved so much, and if you think you're going to catch me training in the afternoon after work, you're dreaming.
Sweet, man. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for the time, and thank you to Jaylee for taking over the wheel so we could have a chat.
Stop, brother.